Miles and miles ahead to go. Rain may pour and wind may blow. Higher mountains you will climb. Go, taking one step at a time.
Well, hello everybody, it's Suffolk Andy here, having a little random ride again. No fixed destination, just going out and poking around some old country or Suffolk country roads, I'd say. Yep. So I'm on my own again. Aaron had family commitments, Mother's Day and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, we're just going to suck it and see. It's a beautiful day, but it is very, very windy. So I hope, yeah, it's very windy, so I hope that's not going to affect the audio too much. Any news? Yes, there is some news. My Suffolk Spook fans, right, who like their Suffolk Spooks, there's a new episode. It's been filmed and rendered up and everything today, and it will go up on YouTube on Tuesday night. So look forward to that. If you like your Suffolk Spooks, you've got a brand new episode. Something to look forward to, I suppose. Right, we're in the area of Raiden. Now, this was a very special place in the Second World War. This was an American base. It wasn't a bomber base. No, it wasn't. It was a fighter base, and there's still some of the old buildings still left. Look, the old huts and stuff. Yeah, these were the guys who flew over with the bombers in fighter planes to protect them from the Germans. And yeah, look, you can see it's all here. I think there's a big old hangar somewhere over there. You can't see it, but there's a big old hangar. Yeah, so they flew from here, and unfortunately a lot of them paid the ultimate price for their bravery. There you go, that's a memorial to the American fighter pilots. And you can see, look, one of the runways going down there, all the way down there, and they crisscross everywhere. But yeah, American fighter pilots from Raiden. Very brave men, I have to say. Well, see that old boy over there? Oh my god, I couldn't get away. I couldn't get away. I've never known a bloke to talk like it. I couldn't get a word in edgeways. I don't think he's spoken to anybody for months. Oh, it was so funny. He came over and started talking about rough motorbikes, and that was it. On and on, he went from one thing to the next. Oh, I don't know. Find all sorts when you're out on the Suffolk roads, I'll tell you. Probably a harmless old man who hasn't spoken to anyone. He's told me he was 79. Yeah, 79. So, yeah, poor old boy. I was watching a vlog by another moto vlogger, which I hadn't seen before, and he was about the same size channel as myself. And tell you the truth, and I will be truthful, I can't remember the channel name, but I did watch it during the week, and he was talking about moto vlogging, was it dead and all this sort of stuff. Now I always said, yeah, it is dead, you know, there's only the bigger ones are getting anything out of it, but the smaller ones you might as well forget it, you know. But he did say a couple of things that resonated with me really, and it's not to do with toads crossing the road. No, he said a couple of things that resonated, and he said he only does it because he wants to do it, and you know, he's not looking for any fame and fortune or anything like that. You're not going to make a big name for yourself or anything like that. And I had to agree with him with that. I only do this because I enjoy doing it. You know, it's something I've done now for years, nearly 10 years now. It's something that I enjoy doing, and you know, I want to continue doing it if I can. You know, I couldn't actually imagine myself coming out and not making a vlog now. You know, and I make mine out of nothing. You know, there's usually no structure to them at all. You know, just the countryside and a few churches and stuff like that, or forts. We went to forts and castles, didn't we, a few months back last year. But yeah, he said he does them for himself, and he also said something that I believe in as well. There's places in the world I can't go, right? America, Australia, and places like that, and I can go along with the moto vloggers there, or even normal vloggers, you know, and I can see what's there, what their countryside's like and stuff like that, and I love all that stuff. Look at these old pheasants, look, a male and a female, look, pretty little things. Yeah, and I can see what's going on, you know, and I can ride through their eyes, as they say, you know. I can watch, and I think that's the same here, you know. If you live in different parts of the country, you got different scenery, and you can see what I show you is Suffolk and Norfolk and Essex a little bit, and that makes it all worthwhile. That's why I watch them, you know. Okay, I'm very politically orientated, I must admit, very, but I try not to bring it into the channel too much, because I just go nuts, you know. I just go nuts. So yeah, so I've got to say, moto vlogging is not dead. I would say if it was a patient, it's trying to be revived. Trying. That's all I can say on it, really. Church is up here. Let's go, baby. Ooh, bit of a slip there on the old back tyre. Well, here we are. Polstead Church. If you're into your Suffolk spooks again, you can go back on our vlogs we done, and we did do one here, and that's quite a good one actually. Caught a bit of evidence here, that's worth looking at. But what a lovely place, what a beautiful place. Butterflies. I think there's a big old house here somewhere. Let's have a look. There you go. Look at that. Little dogs over there. Look at that place. It's a gaff to live in, isn't it? I'd hate to heat that. But what a beautiful place. A beautiful place. Well, this area is famous for the Red Barn murder several years ago, quite a few. Look at this stuff. This is the mere here. The murderer of the Red Barn, his brother, came out of the local pub over there, and this was frozen, and he walked across it and went through and drowned. So one brother drowned and another brother a murderer. The Red Barn murder, very famous. Well, you can't get no better than this. Look at that. Unbelievable. I know the GoPro won't show it up, but absolutely fantastic. Look at that, eh? Well, I must admit I do like making these suck it and see vlogs. I never know where I'm going to go, what we're going to see, or who we're going to meet, like the old boy at the bric-a-brac place. Oh my god, yeah. Right, we're coming up to the bric-a-brac store again. I'm going to pull in and call this vlog a day. So with that, outside St Mary's, Raiden, all ride safe, love each other, Suffolk Andy.